Hello, my name is Jack Storm, and welcome to a little bit of a different video. Now, recently, the trailer for The Walking Dead Season 7, I think, recently just came out, and it showed a lot. So I wanted to do kind of a breakdown thing to see who can we narrow it down to see who could possibly be dead. And by the time the episode comes out, we're going to see if I'm right or if I'm wrong. Now, this is what I think. Now, before I start, I do have to say I am a complete Daryl fan. I mean, I would hate if it's off of the show, and it would just be bad to me. I would hate it so much. So I'm hoping it's not him, but I'm gonna show you the video real quick. I'm gonna break it down for you. Then we're gonna get back to this page. Yes, I'm in Paint to see if we can break it down. So here comes the video just now.
What? Was the joke that bad?
I'm gonna stop it here because if you remember last episode, whenever he hit the guy, whoever it is, in the head, the guy got up, and then if you remember, Negan said, "You're taking it like a champ." I think that's what he said. He said something similar to that. So I'm guessing that's what the joke he's kind of going for right there, and he's saying if it was really that bad. Now, in my opinion, if anyone was to get up from that, it would be kind of the strongest, most brute kind of guy, and that would be Abraham. But that's just my opinion. I'm gonna let it play again.
I'm gonna kill you. What? I didn't quite catch that. You're gonna have to speak up.
Now I'm gonna stop you here because I kind of forgot. But if we look, I'm gonna have my mouse on the screen right here. If we look right here, you see that blood splatter? I don't quite remember, but I don't think that was there on the episode that, the last episode where whoever he hit got hit. So I'm guessing whoever it is definitely to the right of him. That's for sure. Because blood splatter would have hit his face and would have been like that. So it's definitely on the right of him. So if we look on this little screen thing I kind of got here, it's definitely someone in the right. So I'm gonna knock out everyone that is to his left, Rick's left, and we know that Rick's not dead, so all these people are definitely out. So it's definitely one of these people. Now I don't know who that is. She doesn't look familiar. I'm guessing I'm just a noob. It's been a while since I watched a Walking Dead video since the last episode, so I don't remember her. It's kind of blurry, so that might be why. So it's definitely one of these people. Now, if we look, Abraham is right there, and so is Daryl, and so so I'm gonna go back to the video right now.
Not today. Not tomorrow. But I'm gonna kill you. Jesus. Simon. What do you have? A knife? He had a hatchet.
So if we look here, he said, "What did he have on him?" And those words specifically mean, what did he have on him? So whoever he killed had a hatchet or an axe, as we're about to see. I've watched this over and over again. But basically, he has a hatchet and an axe. Now, I don't remember who could have a hatchet or an axe on him. So, whoever it is, they're dead, I'm sure. So we're going to have to see that in a second.
A hatchet? An axe. Simon's my right-hand man. Having one of those is important. I mean, what do you have left without him? A whole lot of work. You have one? Maybe one of these fine people still breathing? Oh. Or did I?
So what he means by that is he definitely means, he killed them. Now, if we remember, Daryl was his right-hand man. Now, we don't know if that was just a guess that Negan was having, or if Daryl just kind of straight off and was not Rick's right-hand man. I'm sure he still is, though, because he's been with him for this long time. Or, as well, Glenn is kind of his right-hand man, because if you remember, Glenn kind of took charge and stuff like that, and Rick has trusted him to take charge whenever anything has happened. So I think Glenn is kind of Rick's right-hand man at the moment. Either that or it's going to be Daryl. So it's one of those two.
Sure. Yeah. Give me his axe.
So that's the axe that he was talking about. Now, like I said, I don't remember, but who do you think had an axe like that? Leave it down in the comments below, because I think whoever had that axe before, I think they're dead, pretty much. So I'm going to look up after this who had that axe, so we'll get back to that in just 1 second.
I'll be right back. Maybe Rick will be with me. And if not, well, we can just turn these people inside out, won't we?
So what he's doing now is he's taking him in the trailer. So if you don't know, in the comic books, Rick has one of his hands chopped off. Now, the reason why in the comics that he got his hand chopped off was because I think like a walker bit his hand, or walker blood got in his hand when his hand was like cut open. So he had to chop off his hand. Now in this, Negan is chopping off his hand, as you can clearly see. So that's about to happen. So we're about to see one-handed Rick.
I mean, the ones that are left.
Whoopsie. Okay, so this next part is going to be a little bit bloody. So if you are a little bit sensitive when it comes down to blood and guts, you're about to see someone's brains. So, I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. So, yeah. Just a little warning, I'm going to give you a second to click off the video if you are sensitive to that kind of stuff. Okay, you've been warned. Sorry. So if we look, sadly, this is the part I'm scared about, but that right there is Daryl's blanket that he was in. We're about to see it again whenever I put up the picture, but that is Daryl's blanket that he was in because he got shot. Now, in my opinion, and I know this seems like I'm trying to protect Daryl, but in my opinion, the people who make The Walking Dead are really, really smart to what they do with the clues and stuff. So I think they're trying to tease that Negan did kill Daryl. But at the same time, I don't think they did because they wouldn't make it so open that they killed him. They're trying to make it where you watch the episode. So if you are thinking in your mind, oh my gosh, Daryl might be dead, then you're going to want to watch it, of course. Now, if they didn't kind of hint that Daryl was dead, some people wouldn't be as excited for this episode and as eager to watch it. So I don't personally think Daryl is dead, but there's still a very high chance, and I'm really hoping he's not. I know that's just kind of a thing to say because I'm so worried that Daryl's going to die, and I'm just, a fanboy, so I'm going to continue on. Like I said, there's going to be guts in the next clip, so you are warned. So I hate to stop it right here, but yeah, that is the brains of whoever he killed. Now it doesn't give us a lot to go off, but we definitely know that whoever died is really, really close to Rick, like right next to him. Not enough to put blood splatters all over his face, but enough where some of it does, but it's far enough where it doesn't get all over Rick whenever he hits his head, but it's close enough that it's definitely to his right next to him. So that's why I'm still thinking it's Abraham, but I'm gonna talk about that in the last part. So in that last part, we had it panning down after Rick went in the trailer, and you saw the blanket that Daryl had, and then you saw the brains of whoever went and whoever got their head smashed. Now I'm gonna play it back just a little bit and listen really carefully of what you might hear.
I mean, the ones that are left.
So if we listen really, really deeply, we can hear someone crying, actually multiple people, but you can hear one person definitely crying, kind of loudly. And I don't really know who would cry like that, but we're going to try narrow it down in just 1 second. So right now I'm going to go look up who had an axe with them before Negan, hit their head. So I will be back right then. Okay, so we're back in my little paint studio thing. So far we've knocked off all of these people right here, and Negan, because he's definitely not going to die. So if we look, if I zoom in just a little bit, these are all people to his right, Rick's right. And so like I said, someone was really close to Rick, kind of in this area, enough to, be right next to him in that scene where, they're scuffling off and it shows blood. And it's definitely somewhere in this area, in my opinion. But it's not enough to get all over Rick, so I don't think it's Maggie. Because if Maggie's head got smashed in, the blood would have went everywhere on Rick. So, if we look again, I'm going to get this tool. Daryl's blanket was somewhere in kind of this area. And that means that Daryl would have to walk, or, go all the way over here to get his head smashed in. At least he would have to move somewhere in this area. So I don't know how Daryl's blanket got over here. We're gonna see that in the episode, but I have no idea how it could have got over there, because there's no way he walked over there, and it's gotta be somewhere in this area. So these two people I've narrowed it down to. So this is a kinda. I'm gonna do that little mark for kinda. I don't know who she is, so I'm just going to mark her out. And so you're going to see why I marked him as a kinda. But in the last episode that we watched, whenever, the head was being smashed in and stuff, you could hear faintly a voice saying Maggie. Now, if Glenn was to get hit, he would want to say his lover's words, saying that's going to be okay. But of course, he can't really say that while his head's getting smashed in, so I'm guessing the only words he could kind of, poof out would be Maggie, as he would say it faintly. Because I can't tell if it's a woman or a man, but it's gotta be one of them. So I'm making Daryl and Glenn kind of a maybe, but I'm thinking, in my opinion, this is all my opinion, that it's one of these two. Because the blood was somewhere right here. I'm using red. Yeah. But the blood was somewhere right here, the brains were. So, in my opinion, the only guy, if we look in the last episode, which I'm not going to get a clip of that, but not Abraham, it was in first-person view of whoever was getting their head smashed. So, the person, after getting their head smashed in once with the bat, Lucille, they stood back up. Now, I don't know about you, but as, tough as Michonne is, I don't think she could get back up from an axe, or not an axe, but a bat hitting her in the head. I think she would be dead. The first, well, not she wouldn't be dead, but she wouldn't get back up. So who's the only man who would try to keep his dignity and take it like a man? I think it would be good old Abraham. So my opinion, I think it's Abraham. Now, of course, it might be Glenn, it might be Daryl. I don't know who this girl is. It's kind of blurry to see, but I think it's a girl. I mean, it looks like long hair. So that might be Jesus? Is that? I don't think that's Jesus. It might be Jesus. But yeah, that might be Jesus. I don't know. It looks kind of feminine, but. So I think, in my opinion, that it's definitely got to be Abraham. I think he is gonna be knocked out in this episode, and that's what a lot of people have been saying, apparently. And I don't know if he has an axe or not. I don't really think any of these people could have had an axe, but I don't know. Whoever died definitely had an axe with them. I know that Michonne, I don't think she has an axe with her, so I don't think she's dead. At the same time, I don't think Daryl had an axe, because if we remember, Daryl has kind of that lucky knife kind of thing that he kept with him for as far as we remember in the season. So I think he had a knife, and I think that's what Negan was talking about whenever he said, "Does he have a knife?" So I think that he was trying to hint to Daryl whenever he said he had a knife, but I don't think Daryl had a hatchet with him whenever he died. So I don't think Glenn had a hatchet as well. I don't remember him having a hatchet. I looked it up on Google, and as far as I know, there's nothing to do with a hatchet, except that Rick in the comic books had a hatchet. So I think what's going to happen, this is not really a particular minute of who might die, but I think that once Negan, hits him with the axe or the hatchet and knocks off his arm, that I think Rick is going to take that hatchet and use to maybe kill Negan or something like that. That's just my opinion. So I don't think Daryl had a axe with him. So I mean, many people might think, but I don't think Daryl's dead. I think they're hinting to it too much, and I think they're just trying to tease you. But at the same time, I don't think Glenn had an axe either. So I'm gonna X him out of the equation, just for a little bit, just to see. And like I said, the only person I think it could be is good old Abraham. I kind of marked on his face. So that's my opinion of who could possibly be dead in The Walking Dead. This is kind of my opinion. I've been watching the video over and over again, the newest trailer, to see who it could be. We're going to find out in a few weeks. Tell me in the comments below, who do you think it could be, and why do you think it could be them? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a little bit of a different video. I've not ever done something like this. If you liked it, leave a like and sub for more. And as always, I will see you in the next one. See ya.